You're lying in bed. They're right there, breathing beside you, but you've never felt more alone. You roll over and stare at the ceiling, and a single thought echoes in the silence. Do they even see me anymore? It's not about the big fights. It's about the little things, the empty spaces. It's that feeling of pouring your heart and soul into someone only to feel like you're invisible, like your love is a language they've completely forgotten how to speak. You start to wonder if you're asking for too much, if you're the problem. But what if I told you that this specific feeling of being unseen isn't just in your head? What if it's written in the stars? And more importantly, what if the secret to finally feeling seen, heard, and deeply loved is already inside you, just waiting to be unlocked? Today, we're not just talking about astrology. We're talking about your heart. We're going to decode the exact reason you feel invisible in your relationship based on your zodiac sign. And I'm going to give you the key to change everything. And listen, while this video will give you incredible insights, your own astrological chart is like your unique cosmic fingerprint. It holds so much more detail about your personal love story. If you want your own personalized birth chart reading sent directly to your email, I've put a link to a quick form in the pinned comment below. Just scroll down, click that link, fill it out in 30 seconds, and I'll send you a detailed PDF reading of your chart. It can be a total game changer. The link is right there in the pinned comment. Now, let's get into it. Find your sign, and maybe even find your partner's sign, because this is the conversation your relationship needs to have. If you're an Aries, you feel unseen when your fire isn't met with fire. Your passion, enthusiasm, and drive are your love language. You feel unloved when a partner doesn't match your excitement, or even worse, asks you to slow down or wait. Here's the hidden truth. Your impatience can come across as demanding. When you feel ignored, you create pressure and start arguments over small things, which makes your partner withdraw, the very thing you fear. Your game-changing solution? Channel that incredible competitive energy into shared goals and express your needs directly without the frustration. I need you to celebrate this win with me. It's important to me that you're excited too. Taurus. If you're a Taurus, you feel unseen when your steadiness and reliability are taken for granted. You show love through practical gestures, physical affection, and creating a comfortable, secure world. You feel completely unloved when those gestures go unnoticed, or when your partner creates chaos and instability. Here's the counterintuitive truth. When you feel insecure, you don't talk about it. You become inflexible and possessive, digging your heels in and refusing to compromise. You're silently screaming for security, but all they see is you being stubborn. Here's how to fix it. Communicate your needs for appreciation. A simple sentence changes the game. I feel so loved when you notice the little things I do to make our home feel nice. Gemini. If you're a Gemini, you feel invisible when you feel bored. Your mind is your biggest erogenous zone. You need stimulating conversation, variety, and mental connection. You feel unloved the moment things become routine and monotonous. But here's what's really happening. When you feel unheard or bored, you unconsciously become emotionally distant and unpredictable, seeking that stimulation elsewhere, even if it's just in a dozen new hobbies. Your partner feels abandoned and has no idea why. Your fix is simple and tactical. Schedule dedicated time for real conversation and communicate your need for novelty as a shared goal. I need us to try one new thing together every month to keep our connection exciting. Cancer. If you're a Cancer, you feel unseen the second your need for emotional safety is questioned. You build a beautiful, nurturing home, you remember every little detail, but you feel completely unloved when those efforts go unnoticed or your sensitivity is treated like a burden. But here's what's really happening. When you feel insecure, you unconsciously become clingy, testing their love with emotional outbursts that are really a cry for help. You're asking, "Do you still love me?" But they're hearing an accusation. Your transformation begins with this phrase: I feel unseen when... Use your words, not just your tears. Your tactical solution is to communicate a specific need. I need 20 minutes of your undivided attention every day to feel connected and safe. Leo, pause the video and comment if this is you. You feel invisible the moment the applause stops. You are ruled by the sun, and your love is warm, generous, and big. You feel unloved when your partner doesn't celebrate your achievements, show pride in being with you, or match your grand gestures. But here's what you don't realize you're doing. When you feel unappreciated, you become overly dramatic and attention-seeking, making everything about your needs. You're trying to remind them you're special, but it can feel exhausting to them. Here's your path to transformation. Ask for the specific appreciation you need. I would love to hear what you appreciated most about the dinner I made. And try this. Express your vulnerability, not just your strength. That's what invites true, deep connection. Virgo. If you're a Virgo, you feel invisible when your acts of service go unnoticed. You show love by fixing things, paying attention to the details, and making your partner's life better in practical ways. You feel deeply unloved when your efforts are criticized or dismissed as controlling. Here's the hidden truth. When you feel unseen, your helpful nature turns into hypercriticism. You start pointing out every flaw, not to be mean, but as a desperate attempt to feel useful and in control again. Here's how you change that dynamic instantly. Before offering a solution, ask one simple question. How can I help? This ensures your help is wanted and will be received as the act of love it truly is. Libra. If you're a Libra, you feel unseen when the harmony is gone. You are the master of balance, partnership, and peace, but you feel completely unloved when your partner is unfair, argumentative, or excludes you from decisions. Conflict is your kryptonite. But here's your blind spot. You become such a people pleaser to avoid conflict that you lose yourself. You say yes when you mean no, and that creates a deep, quiet resentment that makes you feel invisible because, in a way, you've made yourself disappear. Your path back to yourself is to practice expressing your authentic preferences. Start small. Actually, I'd prefer Italian tonight. Your shareable mantra is, harmony isn't about my silence, it's about our dialogue. Scorpio. If you're a Scorpio, your entire world is built on depth, trust, and transformative connection. You feel invisible the moment the conversation stays on the surface, or worse, when your trust is broken. A shallow relationship for you is the ultimate rejection. Here's the pattern interrupt. Your fear of betrayal makes you become controlling and suspicious, testing their loyalty in ways that ultimately poison the trust you so desperately crave. You're looking for a reason to run before they can hurt you. Here's how to reclaim your power. Practice gradual vulnerability. Don't show them all your cards at once. Express your need for security directly. I need consistency from you to feel safe enough to open up. True intimacy isn't a test, Scorpio. It's a co-creation. Sagittarius. If you're a Sagittarius, you feel unseen the moment you feel caged. Freedom, growth, and adventure are your religion. You feel deeply unloved when a partner tries to limit your independence or dismisses your big philosophical ideas. Here's the pattern interrupt. You can be so afraid of being trapped that you become emotionally unavailable at the first sign of pressure. You push away good people because you misinterpret commitment as a cage when they're just trying to get close to you. Your path to freedom and love: communicate your needs clearly. I need my own time to explore my interests to be the best partner for you. True freedom, Sagittarius, is choosing to come back home. Capricorn. If you're a Capricorn, you feel unseen when your hard work and ambition aren't respected. You show your love through loyalty, commitment, and by building a secure future. You feel unloved when a partner dismisses your goals or calls you cold because you're not overtly emotional. Here's your blind spot. When you feel unappreciated, you retreat into your work and become even more emotionally withdrawn. You're trying to build a fortress to protect them, but they feel like you've locked them out. Your breakthrough is to treat your connection like a goal. Schedule regular emotional check-ins, like a business meeting for your hearts. Share your long-term relationship goals to show them that they are the most important project you'll ever have. Aquarius. If you're an Aquarius, you feel unseen when your uniqueness isn't celebrated. You're here to be different. You feel unloved when a partner tries to make you conform or dismisses your intellectual contributions as weird. Here's your blind spot. Your logical approach to feelings can seem detached and dismissive of your partner's emotional needs. This creates a cycle where you both feel misunderstood. You're speaking logic, they're speaking emotion. Your transformation lies in translation. Practice expressing your feelings using specific examples, not abstract theories, and validate their feelings even if you don't understand them. I can see this is really upsetting you, and I want to understand why. Pisces. If you're a Pisces, your story is feeling invisible when your deep, compassionate, and dreamy nature isn't just acknowledged, but cherished. You offer your partner a world of empathy, but you feel unseen the moment they dismiss your dreams as unrealistic or call you too sensitive. But here's the hidden truth. You unconsciously become a martyr for love. You sacrifice so much of yourself, hoping they'll see your devotion, but instead, it creates guilt and pressure, pushing them away. Here's how you change everything. Start setting clear boundaries on your giving. Instead of hoping they'll guess what you need, tell them directly, I need you to listen to my dream without judgment right now. That's your power, Pisces, teaching them how to love you. Imagine it. Imagine coming home and being met with the exact kind of love you've been craving. Imagine the arguments stopping because you both finally speak the same language. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about learning to translate your needs so the person you love can finally understand them. It's about recognizing that the very thing you do when you feel hurt might be the thing that's causing the distance, but you can close that distance tonight. Your sign is your starting point, but your full birth chart tells the whole story. If you're ready to go even deeper and get that personalized roadmap to your love life, don't forget about the link in the pinned comment. It's a quick 30-second form, and I'll email you that detailed PDF reading of your chart. It is so worth it. Challenge for tonight. Pick one tactical solution for your sign and try it with your partner. Then, come back here and tell me how it went in the comments. Let's make this comment section a library of success stories. Thank you for making the time for your heart today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone you think needs to hear it. You are not invisible. You just needed the right words.